welcome back to Eden, where we're gonna keep on going through this, hopefully. Oh god. Been stuck with this, like, one thing for a while now, haven't we?
開いたんじゃなくて、勝手に住み着いてたんだろう。この辺りはもう何十年も前から放棄地区に指定されてたらしいしな。
Debatable. And I keep on forgetting that that button does it.
そういえば、リョウのご両親は
Things happened. Their face told me she already had a few theories. Yes, I ate them.
多分ゲリラか何かだったんじゃないかと思ってる。
Maybe. Don't question me. I don't know. There was no real reason to hide it. As far as I was concerned, it was all in the past.
俺の両親だけじゃなく、この辺りに住んでた連中はゲリラの一党だったんだろう。
She's just gonna keep on questioning, isn't she? I'm gonna move my cursor way up there, since it's out of sight and out of mind. It was a conclusion I reached shortly after I joined the military. The solar panels installed on the summit ensured electricity, and the lake was an emission water source. Well, at least we know there's water. That's a good thing. Now is it clean? Not only were they a couple of mountains, a self-sufficient food supply, everyone here lived functionally unrelated on entirely goods, my parents included. They had indeed to live here forever. Till you were right here? Yes. Even if the world were to perish, they had no intention of running into space. They wanted to meet their end on this planet.
ずっとここにいられればよかったんだがな。
Well, at least we know, stuff happened.
地球脱出計画は一人の例外も許さなかったから。生きている人間は皆移民船に乗ることを命じられた。
Well, not everyone would like to go. Some would like to stay on the planet and die.
そう。どうしても動かないやつには鉄砲を突きつけてな。
Yeah. I can see that. The military, I can't truly complain. Nobody was allowed to stay on Earth. Save for a few government officials and soldiers. That doesn't really help. But of course, they too were finally beginning to take off into space.
そういうやり方をすれば反発が出るのは当然だ。
Yeah. That's why they were armed. Well, if you look at it, if you'd like to stay back, you got friendly neighborhood rifle and ammunition. That's like the only way you could really look at it. You got your ammo and you got your gun and ammunition. That's all you really need to live. And outside of the knowledge of knowing how to make ammunition. They learned how to handle weapons, refined their strategies, collected their intelligence, and prepared themselves for the alien invasion. Time for motherfucking Independence Day. God dang it. I still kind of remember that movie. That one scene scared me as a kid. Alien jumped out the window? You guys know what I mean. Why did that scare me as a kid? For some reason I didn't freaking like it. I hadn't realized it at the time, but I suspected I'd learned how to fight from my parents too. Was I able to easily adjust to the military and make it my way across the battlefield? So, well, because I had some elementary garden work in place.
寮のご両親やこの辺りに住んでいた人たちは戦ってしまったのね。
I hope they did.
多分な。みんな軍に連行される前に下山して攻勢に出たんだろう。
At least it's something. There might not be any real factories left online due to no one's really there to manage them outside maybe a very, very small skeleton crew. I'm only estimating maybe 5 at most, if it's a single operator. And that's including QC, so yeah. That's not a lot! I'm only estimating 5 at and that's at the low end. Like the real low end. Like one at every spot, man. For including, and that's including manager, QC, tech, and what am I forgetting? Material. Don't judge.
けど、そんなことをしても。
Don't judge. Scion solemnly whispered.
所詮は少数だ。さほどいい装備を揃えられたとも思えないしな。正規軍を敵に回して勝てるはずがない。
Well, it depends on how big the militia is.
おそらくほとんど死んだだろう。
Yes. The militia group mostly could have died. This is why we need militia groups in every state, damn it! I had personally taken part in subjecting guerrilla forces, so it was easy for me to imagine what sort of end most of them had met. There may well have been people I knew among the droves I'd shot to death. I never looked at the bodies, so it was entirely possible. Okay, this has to be said. It's sad. No one can really imagine what goes on in battle. Only theories. It was even possible that my parents...
ごめん。
何を謝ることがあるんだ？
私が進めた計画がたくさんの人たちを殺してしまったの。
もっと多くの人間が生き残るための計画だろう。君が気に病むようなことじゃない。
Okay, that's actually true.
いえ。
Are you gonna give me a hug?
たくさんの命を奪ってきたことを罪とも考えていなかったの、私は。それが多分、私の罪。
They'll most likely want to bring you up there too, so then you're gonna die soon after that. Scion turned to look at tiny sprouts dancing in the wind. Her face was deadpan. From a definite perspective, Scion's iconic figure took on a completely different meaning. To those who did not think of her as a savior, those who opposed leaving Earth, she was a symbol of everything they hated. Yeah, change. At least that's one option. I feel like a lot of people would have gone with that. But then, the same could be said for anyone. You'll never get anything done if you want everyone to love you. Brought to you by the Lightning Lights! she's out cold. We returned to the cottage after the sun went down. Scion flopped into her chair, utterly exhausted from helping me expand the fields.
シオン、せめて膝は閉じたらどうだ?
No. my answers don't help at all. My answers are always childish, but yet I love it. And why is he wearing white and gray? Come on, man! At least she's wearing a dress. I don't need to care too heavily. I could care less. Like, literally. If it was a skirt... At least she's wearing underwear. That's all I need to care about. That's all my requirements are. That's the lowest I could go with.
人間の膝は開くようにできているの。とても自然な状態。
You're not wrong. Though she sounds worn out, as she said it, Scion did bring her knees together. So I'm not wrong. As I'd learned over the past few months, Scion had almost no feminine modesty to speak of. I don't care. I've been around tomboys before. Chill, man. Like, I'm not kidding. Tomboys can be chill, man. Don't criticize. She would change in front of me without beating an eyelash, and she didn't even wash her underwear. I will not judge the taking off clothes part, but that underwear, I will let everyone else question for me. Actually, I'm gonna let other people question because I'm gonna keep my biases out of this, man. Even though I bring that into it, so who cares? I feel a lot of people are gonna be sitting there going, underwear is fine. So, outside of that, who cares? It was as if she didn't know how to behave around a man. Should I care? I've been around a tomboy or two in my lifetime. I have lots to care about. Well, I've also been around dudes for a majority of my life, so who cares?
どうでもいいけど、寝るなよ、シオン。寝るなら飯食って風呂に入ってからだ。
As long as I get to act like children with my bros, man. I know, I don't have high standards. Shut up. Don't judge me.
りょうは元気。あんなに働いた後なのに。
Well, he's been in the military for how fucking long?
それじゃ、君がどれくらい元気か確かめようか。
I can agree to that. She's never really worked a day in her life outside of sat at a computer all day.
また？
毎日きちんとチェックしないとな。
She can't complain about me being so spry. Military gets you battle hard too. Scion frowned a bit. I knew she hated being treated like she was sick, but we'd run into problems later if she didn't learn to deal with it. Yeah. At present, as I wasn't very concerned. Yeah, I wonder why. Living on the mountain had given her quite a bit of stamina. So much so that I could have sworn that she'd gotten healthier. Okay, that's good. Most people are good. but we had to be on our guard. This is gun! Learn how to dismantle and remantle it! That's how you know you can teach people how to learn their gun inside out. Like, I'm not kidding. Grab your average semi-auto 9mm. No, it is not full auto. There's a there's a giant difference here. And place it in front of her with a couple of tools and maybe a couple of things to clean it, and tell her to dismantle it, clean it, and reassemble it. That's how you know you can learn how to deal with your gun inside and out. Outside of that, and me going into a huge debacle of going through that, I'm going to end the episode here. So I hope to see all you guys next time, and I hope all of you have a great and wonderful time. I'll see you guys next time. Wait, that's the right button!